I have always said that there is no one price for a home. Usually it was in the conversation with a seller where they thought their house was worth more than the market dictated that it was. However, the exact opposite is true now. We all know that we're seeing prices just skyrocket on homes. It's kind of like the perfect storm that happened in 2008 with the crash of the market. It's kind of the exact opposite perfect storm. There's like all these factors have come into play that are causing prices to shoot up. So I had a listing just closed a couple days ago where clients hired me as the listing agent to help them sell their home in Sungroves in Chandler. And as we prepared the house to go on the market, I had the seller still do some things because I think it's important that sellers prep their house for sale. But I analyzed the market, basically looked to see what houses had sold for, how quickly they had sold for, how much they sold for over asking. A few houses did sell for over asking. The most impressive one was like $30,000 over asking, and we're looking at 3-bed, 2-bath, about 1,600 square feet houses. So not big palatial houses, and in around the $500,000 price point. And so we listed at $500,000 because that's what the historical data said, and that's also what I figured it would appraise for based off the historical data. And I knew we would get more than that because of the way the market is. We just did a couple of open houses because I knew from past experience with another listing in Sungroves that it was going to be really popular listing. I was letting all the agents know that they should submit their best offer for their client, and depending on the response we got, my sellers might select one of those offers, but they might also reach back out to everyone and let them know kind of the status of things. And that's the direction we ended up choosing to go because we had somewhere between 15 and 20 offers, something like that. I don't remember the exact number. But I'd gotten permission from my sellers to disclose offer details, and so we did that. The offers that came in were really strong, stronger than I expected actually. We had offers that went all the way up to the 570s, 580s, and a couple of them, so it wasn't just one. And I already thought that was really high. But again, there's no one price for a house. The market dictates what a house is worth. And in this market, that house was worth more. So I reached back out to all of the agents that submitted offers for their clients and let them know we had a couple of offers very similar in the 580s. We just want to give you guys, any of your clients, an opportunity to raise their offer if they want to. A lot of people didn't resubmit an offer because it priced them out. But we did get back multiple offers, a lot of them really strong. We actually had 3 that came back in at $600,000. And when I got those emails, I was of two minds. On the one hand, my sellers hired me to get the most out of their home as we could. And I delivered on that promise. Like, my strategy, my negotiating and the strategy I chose netted my sellers $20,000 more than if they had just taken the initial set of offers that came in, which more than paid for my commission. But I was also of another mind. I literally thought, what have I done? I'm working with a couple that's first-time home buyers, and they're just struggling to compete in this market. They're a good, solid, qualified buyer, but they don't have a ton of extra cash to throw it at these houses. And literally in Sungroves, I just set a new baseline for what a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house is worth in South Chandler. And it's worth $600,000, 20% more than the list price. So I'm sitting there going, I did a really good job for my seller, I'm not going to sit here and say I did something wrong, because my job is to look out for my client, in this case the seller, to do what's best for them, to have their best interest in mind. And that's what we did. We got them an amazing price for their home. My first-time home buyers look at it and go, are houses becoming unaffordable for us? And I know that's a big question for a lot of folks. People that say that they think, oh, we're at the top and the market's going to crash. It's because they're hoping it will, because they're feeling priced out. They're feeling like they don't have a good option. There's a lot of stuff in that. The data says it's not changing anytime soon. So it definitely feels a little bit like prices are becoming unaffordable. And for some people they are, and I get that. That's frustrating. I've got some friends that were thinking about buying and then had to pull out because the options just weren't affordable for them. But the prices are sustainable for especially the Southeast Valley. The job opportunities that are in Chandler and Gilbert, they pay in a range that can sustain these house prices. When I'm working for a client, my responsibility is to that client. When I'm not working for a client, my responsibility is to the public, that I'm open and honest with the public about what I think, what I see, all these kind of things. I also have concern for my first-time home buyers, the ones I'm working with now as well as the ones I'll work with down the road. It is getting harder to afford some houses in the Chandler-Gilbert area. Sometimes it means you're forced to look elsewhere where you maybe weren't initially anticipating buying. Maybe you got to change some expectations and stuff like that. But this is just the market. This is economics 101, supply and demand. There is a ton of demand and not much supply. If you've had any thoughts about selling your house, or you have a property that you're deciding, should I sell it? Should I continue to rent it? I'd love to chat with you about your options. And just know that I will do everything in my power to help you achieve your goals on that house, whatever they happen to be. And just know that I have a track record of delivering on that guarantee. I love what I do. And every one of my clients, I put their best interests, their priorities, their goals at the forefront of what I do. And I deliver to all of my clients exactly that. Because I've been in this industry since 2016, seeing the prices, I mean, a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. Yeah, it had a pool, it was a nice house, but for $600,000, I did a really good job for my client. And that's what I'm supposed to do.